Hi everyone, I am here with a Shatter Me series readathon which Electric Monkey and HarperCollins is hosting, and I'm so excited to start this. Now, I don't know anything about this. What do I think this is going to be about? Definitely fantasy. I feel like it might follow a woman, like a female main character. I feel like it's going to follow a female main character. I know there is quite a few guys that I've heard about from this series, but I don't know too much about them. So there's definitely going to be some like love interests in there too. I don't know if it's going to follow a group or an individual, but I'm feeling more individual who kind of meets people along the way. So let's read the blurb and see if I've got any of that right. I probably haven't, but let's check. So it says, a fragile teenage girl is held captive. Right, okay. So might be following a female main character, like I suggested. Locked in a cell by the reestablishment, a harsh dictatorship in charge of a crumbling world. But Juliet is no ordinary teenager. One touch from her can kill. Ooh, I like this. So she's got some sort of like power, or I don't know, but she's definitely got some sort of power. So definitely a fantasy, like I said. The reestablishment wants to use her as a weapon, but Juliet has other plans. After a lifetime without freedom, she's finally discovered the strength to fight back and find a future with the one person she thought she'd lost forever. Could it be that she's trying to find family, maybe, that she's lost, or friends? Who knows? Or maybe it could be like her future partner. I'm interested. Right, okay, so I'm going to read a bit from the top as well, because I missed a bit off from the top. And it says, there's a couple like scribbled out words, if you can see, scribbled out, let me get the camera to focus. There's a couple of scribbled out words. So the ones that are scribbled out, it says, I have a curse. That's crossed off. I have a gift is underneath it. I'm a monster is crossed off. And it says, I'm more than human underneath. And then it says, my touch is lethal, and that's been crossed off. And it says, my touch is power underneath that. And then it says, I am their weapon, crossed off. And then it says, I will fight back. So, yes, I'm excited. I feel like this is going to be so fun to read. And I'm liking the fact that she's kind of trapped to start with, like she's locked up, so this is going to be her trying to like escape them. This is going to be so much fun, I can already tell. Okay, and the fact that she with touch she can kill. Maybe it is her power, or maybe she's just really good at fighting, who knows. But it reminds me of like Selena from Throne of Glass. Like, she's quite powerful, but she obviously is good because she's trained to fight. That's more like assassin style. Now, I don't know if it's going to be assassin sort of style, or she's actually got like some sort of power where like people physically can't touch her. Going into this, I am looking forward to it, so let's get into it. So obviously this is a bit of a different style of video. I wanted to vlog this as like a journey because I'm so excited to get into it. And as I've mentioned, it has been like one of the most talked about series on my BookTok account. The amount of people that ask me about this and if I've read it, and I'm like, no, I haven't. Finally is my chance. So I'm very excited to like vlog this all for you. I have just got back from work, so I am planning to go and make some dinner first, and then I can really like delve into this and basically get into Juliet's story and figure out what's going on. So I'm gonna go make some dinner first. Obviously I'm trying to follow the dates that Electric Monkey and HarperCollins have set, so starting from the 10th of February. Now it is the 11th. I will admit I haven't actually started it on the day I was meant to, only because I was finishing the last book in the Chestnut Spring series, which was Hopeless. I was trying to finish that all before, and yeah, I was focusing more on that, and then I was just gonna get ready to get into this properly. So today is the day, the 11th of February. So I'm gonna go make dinner now. Up to chapter 5, and already I am captivated and hooked by this book. I just wanted to say as well, something that I really like about the book is that they've crossed off some of the lines. Now, if you can see, I don't know if it's focused, but if you can see, that's kind of going on throughout. Now, it does say just before I started the book that they are intentional, crossed out words, and it's meant to be like the representation of the chaos in Juliet's mind, and I just think that's such a nice little detail they've added into the book. And I'm actually enjoying reading the crossed out words because it feels like I'm like in her head, and I'm like seeing how she's feeling, so I find that quite fun as I'm reading this. There's quite a few of them. Like this page has like a load of words like crossed out. It feels like it's her diary entry and I'm just like reading it. And I feel like I shouldn't be, but like at the same time I'm like, it's there. But that's quite fun, and I like that about the book. So it started out with her being in the cell, and yeah, it's so far so good. So I'm not going to try and spoil anything because this is going to be spoiler free, of course. Obviously I will be updating you guys on how I'm getting on with the book as I'm reading it. So I'm going to carry on reading because I've got to chapter 5, so I want to keep reading more. So I've just done a sprint read on my live, and I've got to page 122, which is chapter 21. And what I will say about this is it is slightly confusing in a sense, like we're not given much information as the reader. There's a lot of unanswered sort of things going on, a lot of questions that I've got as well, especially to do with like Juliet and the situation she's in. So she's been held in isolation for a long time, and she's not really spoken to anyone or seen anyone, and she's got this power where people can't touch her, and it's just like there's so many unanswered questions. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why are you still there? She meets other characters, obviously she's met a couple other people, and there's like soldiers, and it's just trying to figure out like where this is gonna lead to. So for me, yeah, there's a lot of like unanswered things, and it's all set in like her POV, so it's kind of going through like what she's going through, and obviously she can't remember every single detail because she's been held in isolation, so she's forgot a lot of stuff. So it's kind of like bits and pieces, and with this I think it's going to be one of those stories that does kind of feed you information as you go along, and it starts to unravel as you get through. So it's going to be a lot of like, oh, like why is this, what's happening, sort of thing. But I actually like that about the book. I think it makes it seem a bit more like a fun way of guessing, like, or interpreting your own sort of thing within the book. Like I'm like sat here trying to think like, oh, what could be going on now, or why has she got this power and no one else seems to have it. And yeah, there's just so many questions going through my head, about it, but I am enjoying it so far. It's getting late and I'm quite tired, so I don't know if I'll read any more tonight, but I've got to a good amount, 122 pages today, and I mean, I've got this much left. I'll probably finish it tomorrow. So, yeah. It's been good. It's been good so far. I'm quite excited to see where this is going to lead because I really have no idea. I'm a bit stumped. I'm like, what is actually going to happen? But I like that about the book. Keeps you wondering. So for now, I'm just going to head to bed and I shall see you guys tomorrow with an update on how much I've read and my thoughts on what's happened next. Hi guys, it is the next day and I've been at work all day, so I haven't actually managed to read anything. I've got my book here in my book cover pouch, so let's get it out. So yeah, I've not actually read any of this yet. I'm gonna go do a live now and we'll see how much I read. I'm starting on page 122, which is chapter 21. So yeah, I am gonna go and do some sprint reads because why not? Let's do it. So the live sprint reads went really well. I've got to page 238, so I only have this much left, which is crazy. Not much now. So I am on chapter, let's have a little look, 36 now. Really enjoying reading this. I have so many questions, okay? This book is like confusing me so much, like in a good way. So I'm just like sat here and I'm like, who can I trust? Like all the people she's come into contact with, I'm like, do I trust them? Do I? I don't know. And now it's like taken like another path. So I'm like, do I still trust the guy she's with at the moment? Do I? I'm not sure. I feel like it's all too good to be true at the moment, and something's just gonna be like, you know, something's gonna switch and then yeah. I don't know. Stressing me out in a good way, but I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying the fact that I'm trying to guess everything and I'm so confused, and it's just fun. It's such a fun read. And we've just been introduced to Kenji as well, so I've heard people talk about him and say that he's their favourite character, so I'm very excited to see more of him. He's quite funny too, so Oh, I just don't know who to trust. The only person I trust, I don't even know. No, don't know. Any of the people she's coming, I don't know if I trust Adam. There's just something there that's like, And then the Warner guy as well. I feel like they're withholding information from her and they know more than they let on. I feel like that's what it is. It's just that little like claw like digging in like we'll see. I'm gonna do some more reading. So yesterday I got to page 244 on the Shatter Me book with my lives and a little bit reading after. I am going to do another live today. It's now Thursday and I'm going to finish the book on my live and then I'm going to update you guys on my thoughts. But it is all kind of unfolding at the moment. There's so much going on and I have so many questions, and I'm just enjoying the ride, to be honest. I'm enjoying trying to figure out what's going on, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm hoping well, but we'll find out. I'll see you guys once the live is done to update you. Hi everyone, I have finished Shatter Me, and wow, I really enjoyed this read. For the first book, it just really had me hooked, honestly. I loved all the small details in there with the strike throughs. It definitely felt like it was Juliet's diary, which was quite interesting, and it's throughout the whole book, and I hope it continues throughout the whole series. I thought that detail was just incredible, and I just liked that it had its own little touch. I've not seen that in another book yet, so it was just fun to have a bit of a change on that side of things. Regarding Juliet's character, I really like her character. She's still quite like mysterious. We don't know too much. There's so many unanswered questions within her story and what's going on, and what's unraveling. So very excited to see the next book, which will be Unravel Me, and see how much that gets into, because so many people have already mentioned that they're really enjoying Unravel Me, and that so much happens. So excited to get into that book soon, so that will be quite fun to get into. And I just wanted to say the ending of this book, right? So the start of this book, I'm going to begin with the start. The start of this book, to me, felt quite like Divergent Hunger Games, right? Okay? Just the way they were like acting and everything. The ending of this book felt like X-Men. Like, do you guys understand? Like, if you've read this, do you understand what I mean? Like, the whole X-Men with like the group of people that have the powers and they're doing like the training. That's the vibe I got from that at the end of the book, and it was just so interesting. I was like, what is going on? There's so many unanswered questions in this, and it just makes me more eager to read them. And now I have to wait until the next date that I can read them. So I think that's the 17th of Feb. I'll double check on that. But yeah, really good series, enjoying it so far. And I want to thank Electric Monkey and HarperCollins for sending me this series very kindly, and I'm just really enjoying doing this readathon. It's so fun. And I think now I'm going to have a bit of a break, going to watch a movie with Cam, and then I'm going to start Kingdom of Ash because I need to finish that, and then I'll update you guys on the next book, Unravel Me. When I get onto that one, I'll give you an update on that. I'll vlog that one too. But if you have enjoyed watching this video, please do comment, like, and also if you want to keep watching my videos, some videos will pop up now on screen, so please do check them out. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.